we will begin.
Auditor, we are now live.
Wonderful. Thank you everyone for joining, and good afternoon, and welcome to the 2021 City of Dublin Tax Incentive Review Council meeting, also known as the TURC. Today is May 14th, 2021. I'm Michael Cinziano. I serve as the Franklin County Auditor and thus the statutory chairperson for the TURC. We are conducting today's Dublin TURC meeting by video conference using WebEx in accordance with the Open Meetings Act and the emergency provisions provided in House Bill 197 as extended by House Bill 404. With that said, we would desire a proper record of who is in attendance today. So when called upon your municipality, please unmute your microphones, introduce yourself, and I will begin with TURC members or their designee. Again, Franklin County Auditor, Michael Cinziano. Who do we have from Dublin City Council?
Christina Aludo. I am the chair of the Finance Committee and council member at large.
Anyone else from Dublin City Council? Hearing none. Franklin County Board of Commissioner representatives?
Carly Booz, representative for the commissioners.
Colin Craig, representative of the Franklin County Commissioners.
Thank you. Washington Township?
Eric Richter, representing Washington Township.
Dublin City Schools? I was told
Brian Kern, Treasurer CFO.
Oh. Tolles Career and Technical Center? Amy, you weren't authorized to vote. Very, very good. Hilliard City Schools? And Jonathan Alder Local School District. Thank you all for joining. I'll now ask if the City of Dublin would want to share who else is in attendance today, or if you'd like to announce yourselves for purposes of the record.
I'll go first. Colleen Gilger. I'm the Director of Economic Development.
I'm Melody Kennedy. I'm the Budget Manager.
I am Megan Murray, and I'm the Financial Analyst.
Rosa Ogletree, Deputy Director of Finance.
Matt Stifler, Director of Finance.
Thank you all. Any other City of Dublin representatives? Hearing none, I'm then going to have staff from the Franklin County Auditor's Office introduce themselves. It was mentioned we were here a year ago, but we did not have Lane Newcomb in the Auditor's Office, so I will let Lane introduce himself now.
I'm Lane Newcomb. I am the Tax Incentive Team Lead and the TURC representative for the Franklin County Auditor's Office.
Thank you, Lane, and other members of the office for your assistance in helping me get ready for today's meeting. Are there any other stakeholders, people from the public or media persons that wish to announce themselves in attendance for this meeting? Hearing none, I do want to thank everyone for being timely on. And as mentioned, this is being recorded for the proper recording of today. When we do the motions, please again announce yourself, your municipality on the motions. And then for purposes of the vote, we will just do all in favor, any opposition, any abstentions. Any questions at this point? Hearing none, we will move to the first order of TURC business, which is appointment of the vice chair. So I don't think Dublin's ever been the first TURC, and so under statutory requirements of Ohio Revised Code 5709.853B, the TURC needs to select a vice chairperson. That vice chairperson actually will serve as the vice chair for the entire year. So the first TURC meeting gets that awesome responsibility. So it falls to Dublin TURC this year. With that said, I'd like to select and seek by unanimous consent Commissioner Representative Charlie Booz as vice chairperson for all 2021 TURC meetings, except for the City of Columbus, which the county commissioner representatives do not attend. Is there a motion for that nomination?
Christina Aludo, Dublin City Council, so moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Brian Kern, Dublin City Schools, second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by voting aye.
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 Same sign for any opposition and any abstentions. Hearing none, welcome, Charlie. Great job.
Thank you.
Our next item on the agenda is review of last year's minutes dated May 12th, 2020. Are there any corrections or needed changes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Christina Alito, Dublin City Council. I'll move to approve the minutes.
Eric Richter, I'll second that motion.
Thank you both. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by voting aye.
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 Same sign for any opposition and any abstentions. Thank you all. The minutes are passed. Now we will move to the CRA report review. We will review and vote on the status for the CRA abatement report for tax year 2020. Who will be presenting for the report today? And the floor is yours.
Thank you. Colleen Gilger, Director of Economic Development. I will be presenting on the CRA today. Welcome, members. The CRA is the Bridge Street CRA. It is the only CRA that we have in the city of Dublin, but it does represent multiple properties. Our agreement with Crawford Hoying Development Partners allows for the abatement of community facilities, owner-occupied for sale housing, and any other parking garages that would be added to the project. So to date, we have 4 parking garages, an event center, and 63 condos. All have current abatements. All are in great shape. Crawford Hoying is doing well on their job creation commitments, even during COVID. They got a little behind, but they believe they will be able to catch up as more construction continued during COVID. So more projects will continue to come online and more tenants will be moving into all of the buildings, hence the job creation. We received 1 application in 2020, so you'll see that in next year's report, where we will be adding another garage, another block of condos, and a public facility, which is the Dublin North Market, which just received occupancy in the previous year. So at this time, all the projects are in compliance and on track, and the developer is set to meet their construction completion date. So I recommend continuing the abatement, and I can take any questions.
Thank you for the presentation. Are there any questions or comments from anyone participating today?
Colleen, just a quick question. How are they finding the ability to both find and receive lumber? There's a pretty big issue with lumber out there right now, as anyone who's trying to build anything knows.
They did not pause on Block D construction, so I believe a lot of the lumber that was going toward that block that's currently under construction was ordered right before things got really bad. But they are a little behind on future blocks because of materials, but they are still advancing through. So there are delays, but it's not stopping construction.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm wondering if you can break down the 815 verified jobs. Is that primarily through the event center, and how did those weather here?
So the agreement requires that over the entire 30 block project, they create those jobs. And there's a significant amount of office space in this project. So primarily those jobs are from office users, where I believe 78% of the offices are currently leased. So the primary jobs are office, but then also there are the retail and restaurant jobs as well. So the event center is represented in there, but is actually one of the smaller amounts.
Thank you.
Any additional questions or comments? Hearing none, and if there's no further review, I'd like to seek a motion to accept the CRA report and find it in compliance.
Christina Alito, Dublin City Council, so moved.
Carly Booz, I'll second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by voting aye.
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 Same sign for any opposition and any abstentions. Thank you all. The CRA report is accepted. And next, we will move to our TIF reports. We will review and vote on the City of Dublin's TIF District Status Report for tax year 2020. Acknowledge the auditor's delinquent tax parcel list included in the Turk packet Who will be presenting the Tiff report for us today for the Dublin City School District?
That will be me. Hello. Good afternoon, members of the Tax Incentive Review Council. Your packets contain copies of the annual reports filed with the Ohio Development Services Agency, which shows the revenue, expenditures, and estimated employment numbers within each TIF. These reports are required to be filed annually with ODSA by March 31st and were filed by city staff. In addition, the packet includes a recap showing the value of the private investments and public improvements within each active TIF since their inception. The report shows that $224.3 million in public improvements have been made, benefiting the TIF areas, with service payment revenues that have already been received, or through the city advancing funds from the general fund or the capital improvement fund, with the expectation that those advances will be repaid from future service payments received. Those improvements have leveraged $843.6 million in private improvements. From tax year 2019 to 2020, the city realized a 10.3% increase in the valuation of the Franklin County TIF areas, which increased from $720 million in tax year 2019 to $794 million in tax year 2020. Notable increases in valuation include the following. Beach Park District Block A increased in value $11 million or 59.4%. The increase is due to the continued development in the area. Bridge Park District Block C increased in value $1.7 million or 40.9%. The increase is due to the continued development in the Bridge Street District. Shamrock Boulevard increased in value $2.2 million or 48.8%. The increase is due to the update year for the auditor. West Innovation TIF increased in value $10.9 million or 59.4%. The increase is due to the continued development in the West Innovation District. Shire Rings TIF increased in value $670,000 or 118.2%. The increase is due to update year for auditor. Perimeter West TIF increased in value of $9.6 million or 23.6%. Again, the increase is due to the update year for the auditor. Rings Friends TIF increased in value $9.3 million or 27.7%. The increase is due to update year for auditor. Notable decreases in valuation included the following, all which were due to Board of Revision decisions. Bridge Park District Block B TIF decreased in value $22.4 million or 47.9%. The decrease again due to the Board of Revision decision. Bridge Park District Block C decreased in value $10.8 million or 24.1%. Embassy Suites decreased in value $5.9 million or 13.5%. Warner Temple TIF, Bridge Park Warner Temple decreased in value $1.8 million or 12.4%. Again, just to recall, all of these decreases were due to Board of Revision decisions. The city is currently reporting to the Ohio Development Services Agency on one other TIF. This is a residential TIF in Union County, Tartan West Incentive District. Given that this TIF is not located within Franklin County, it is not within the purview of this Tax Incentive Review Council. However, for general knowledge and awareness, from tax year 2019 to 2020, the valuation increased $6.6 million or 4.14%. In total for 2020, properties located in TIF district paid the City of Dublin $13.2 million in revenue. The school districts, largely Dublin City Schools, are estimated to have received $12.1 million. And finally, the city received a listing of delinquent property owners within the TIF districts from Franklin County and mailed out notifications letter instructing each owner to contact Franklin County for payment. Currently, there's one delinquent property located in the Perimeter Center TIF and two properties located in the Perimeter West TIF. The total amount of these delinquencies is $75,948. And that concludes the information for the TIF status update. Thank you.
Thank you for the report and update. Are there any questions and/or comments? Hearing none, if there's no further review, I'd like to seek a motion to accept the TIF report, find them in compliance.
Christina.
Brian Kern, first.
So I'm going to go with Mr. Kern first.
I'll second.
Thank you. It's been
Yeah.
moved and seconded. All those members in favor, please signify by voting aye.
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 Same sign for any opposition. And any needed abstentions. That will conclude the Dublin City School District TIF. Next that we've got the Hilliard City School District TIF. Is there anyone that is here to present? Is there anything you could provide, Lane? I know it's not necessarily ours, but I know you've coordinated and helped.
Yeah, the only one that's affected by that is the Ireland TIF. Beyond that, I can't speak on behalf of Hilliard and what they would say. So I don't see any issues with it, and I don't think Dublin saw any issues with it, or they would have brought it up in their general report.
So what would be the will of the members of the Turk that would be voting on this that are here today? Everyone comfortable with moving forward with a vote without hearing a formal presentation? Vice Chair, first big decision.
Yeah, I've got no objection.
Okay. Hearing no objection from my Vice Chair and no questions or concerns from any other members, is there a motion to accept the Ireland Place TIF report and find it in compliance?
So moved, Colin Craig. Franklin County.
Thank you.
I'll second. Christina Ludo, Dublin City Council.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, in support, please signify by voting aye.
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 Same sign for any opposition and any abstentions. Thank you. That report is accepted. And then the final one we have is the Jonathan Alder School District. I also didn't hear anyone during the roll call speak up. Any updates on that one, Lane, that you would like to share?
I didn't see any issues with that one either. Again, I can't speak on behalf of Jonathan Alder's prospect on that, but that is the 2015 West Innovation TIF. And again, Dublin reported generally on all these. So I don't see an issue unless Dublin thinks there is one.
I will pause to see if there's any issue with from Dublin. I see slight head shaking, but it could just be the fuzzy screens too. All right, hearing no issues and per our practice of the previous TIF, I'd like to seek a motion to accept the TIF report and find it in compliance.
So moved. This is Carly.
I'll second. Christina Ludo, Dublin City Council.
Thank you both. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by voting aye.
Aye.
Same sign for any opposition and any abstentions. Hearing none, the TIF report is accepted. That is all we have on TIF reports. And Lane, do you want me to talk about the transparency and accountability on DTE 24, or do you want to?
You can, but if there's questions, I'm happy to step in.
Okay. Just to make sure, and we're sharing with all of the Turks this year, when, as you likely know, local government seeks to create a new TIF or enterprise zone, they file the DTE 24 application through the auditor's office for review, and then ultimately goes on to the Department of Tax. As auditor, I am asked on this form if I am neutral toward the project or have a recommendation that the Department of Tax should grant or deny the application. Beginning this Turk season, all entities that issue TIFs or enterprise zones were given notice that I would begin to recommend applications be denied if that local government shows a pattern of failing to proper administrate existing projects, or if they do not timely supply the information required for the Turk at least 2 weeks prior to the hearing. I am happy to announce that today's Turk met both of those standards, and appreciate you guys being the first ones this Turk season. So don't have any problem and continue to receive that neutral recommendation on DTE 24 filings, but wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that new approach in the auditor's office. That said, I will open it up for any other business. Do any Turk members have anything they would like to add, question, raise, talk about? Seeing none, then having no other business for today's Dublin Turk, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.